Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. We are in full-on stripe-out mode as the fans doing their part to try to distort the vision of the visitors. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will get the first possession of the game. There he is, the man who makes everything go, and they believe they're going to score every time they touch it when he's on the field, Jesse.
He plays with unbelievable confidence, Reese. Always knows where to go with the football. The entire playbook is at this guy's disposal.
Yeah, which is so much fun for a coach, so much fun to play with him, a guy that can do everything. Everybody on the field is active in a weapon.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Martinez looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Fresh set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Griffin. Turns it on in midfield. Smashes through the tackle. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him.
Yes, sir.
Into traffic, it's picked off.
Take it back. 6 to the apartments.
He's inside the 40, the 20. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
They'll try to power it in. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The play action fake. Quarterback moving. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy mission.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
From the gun, the running back has it. Can't get him to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
He makes a catch. Can anyone catch him?
Even solid.
Touchdown, Aggies! What a grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Pressure coming. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we've got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That's reeled in. It's Coffee. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. He wants to throw it again. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker.
Great timing there on that throw by the QB on the out route. Gets it to his guy just in time. He makes the catch, and his momentum takes him out of bounds.
And the Red Raiders get it past the sticks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
On target to the left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Getting some heat. A strike downfield. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He thought about bringing that out for a half-second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. He'll field the punt. Slips through the line. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
What up, Mel?
Going up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Gonzalez.
A nice job by
Money,
the
money,
QB there,
money,
timing
money.
out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Red Raiders! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
It's ending right
Texas
here.
A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He smashes his way through again. He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field.
Hit me up.
Amazing how many
No,
times
go ahead.
an offensive holding
Talk to
penalty
me.
will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets
Which
set,
one?
1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Make him start a beat.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like
What
this
up?
one, not
Which
to give
string?
the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Martinez will let it fly. Buys a little extra time. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage
what
this
up?
drive. The holder
Premier
will
League.
kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive.
OBS.
Let's go to the studio now and
made
check
all
in with
those
Kevin
things.
Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Photoshop.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Pitt looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks, and a defense
Don't
that
get
looks
caught.
disinterested.
Don't get caught.
So unlike this program.
Don't get caught.
They're trailing by 17
Hit the
to
gritty.
West Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown.
We've done 3. I've done.
Let's see if this return
That was the
team
3rd
can
show
answer with a score of its own.
on recruiting.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Good job
We
by the
did
coverage unit.
quarterbacks
Put a stop to that
and
return. Texas A&M
top
has it back, and we
athletes
say
first
howdy
time.
to the Aggie offense again.
And I did
It's always great to get points on a drive, but
skill basically the
to try
second
to get a
time.
touchdown this time around.
All skill
They may have to
positions.
get
I
out
was
of
going
their
to do the
comfort zone
trenches
a
and
little bit, just start
linebackers,
being more aggressive,
but then we
take
get
some chances,
bowl
but
week
that's what's going to have to happen for them to
and
win
lost
this game.
Yeah, when
recruiting.
you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped.
So I kind of
Everything
souped it
becomes
up.
more critical. This
Did-
drive is crucial
Did National
because
Signing Day
you've got to cut into this deficit
and
put some points on the board.
Portal on the one that you saw with the drafts.
Give to the running back. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
Yeah, I made all that. I went through
Running
and looked
back
at all the
searching for a hole.
stats.
Forges ahead,
The
picks
entire
up about
morning.
3 to the 29.
All right, well, the offense here,
Yeah, I was
they're
gonna
trying
go
to
live
get this run
earlier,
game
but
established. They obviously don't break off a
missed
long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Or kids.
Now he's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilliam. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know
Yeah, I
this
looked up
offense is
all
going
the
to try to
stats.
find him in the
Look,
passing game.
freshman,
In a
true
lot of
freshman
different
impact.
situations, that time, perfect
I didn't get a
coverage, and nice
247
job bringing the big guy
recruiting
down. Not easy to
on
do.
3
A
feel
beautifully
to that
placed ball
show.
to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Texas A&M going quickly. Looking to go up top on
I'm
first
alright.
down.
Oh, shit.
And the ball
I
is
get that pick and not the
intercepted.
other one.
Didn't
Go
have
right
a
to
lot
it.
of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his
That's crazy.
decision making.
They'll throw it on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Really nice job by the defense.
Just
They know
think
the
if I had
quarterback was
Magician
outside the
or
pocket. They were
something
still
like
able
this
to get a
quarterback.
hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Oh, I do have Magician.
And back to the air on second down. Going to try to get it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but security.
I had to go get my son out of bed.
Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up on the big...
Hold on, I'll be right back. me read these messages. Yeah. And I don't know. Discord
He's up a 4th down.
Discord does an okay job. Like
This will be
the
their
threads,
first punt of the
the
afternoon.
threads and the channels that you make. I like that. I just haven't been here from the beginning.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other
I don't
way.
really have a
And the return man
storylines.
get to it to make the catch, and the
Here
ball
we
will
go.
bounce out of bounds.
On the one, 99-yard touchdown. But
I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely.
it's what you put into it. Like,
position and getting it down inside
holding
the 10.
is an end
That
zone.
is a nice job by that punter.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they
but
did on that one.
it's what you put into it. Like,
They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own
hate-
5, and they'll try to
I like
get
doing
this
that
drive
stuff, but I
started.
hate going live because I'm like, what if
On
nobody
the run, it's Griffin.
really
He's brought
appreciates
down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see
all
what the
that.
call is.
all that work? But they do. It's good to make. And I'm still
The
learning how to
officials offer
switch
the
in
deal, and the
between
coach accepts it. They will take the
scenes
penalty.
and make it better on that part. Too.
Looking for a productive play on
Of
1st down.
OBS.
They'll try the right side.
Oh my god.
He's loose at the 15. Bulldozes him. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Yeah, I think people are
We'll
getting
repeat the previous down, but this
obviously
time the
burned
offense
out.
has 10 more yards it has to cover.
But
Line gets set, 1st down.
I hate when things aren't right.
They'll run it to the right side. Nice,
With
solid
graphics
forward
and
tackle from the
information
sophomore.
and stuff too.
And that's what you try to do as a
Bothers
defense.
me.
Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
But yeah, I'm probably
That's gonna
probably
wrap
get
up the
another
first
show
half
early
here.
this
Now we join
or
Kevin with the halftime update.
maybe this weekend
Guys,
or
looks like
at least
we've
early
got
next
a
week.
terrific atmosphere
Because we
there
got
today
we're in the
in Lubbock.
preseason right now.
An entertaining first half, and we've got a
It was interesting to look
multi-possession
through all
lead to
the
break down thanks to the
stats
surgical
of
precision
freshmen
this offense.
and
Might
redshirt
honestly
freshmen.
take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the
But yeah,
passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Jones AT&T Stadium.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider
But where you
offense
said
on
it's
its way to the
trying to make
field.
it
They had this lead
ESPN
to
show.
start the third quarter, but
Originally,
the passing game didn't get a
bro,
lot
when I
down
had
the
the
ground.
idea,
They did, but the quarterback
there was going to
is
be
in.
another.
That was obvious in the
There was
first
going to be a
half. So this
co-host,
first drive,
another
you wanna
person with me,
continue that. You
and we
wanna
would
see
just
good
go back and
decision
forth
making.
and have
You
him
wanna
on
see him
camera
playing on time, and as always, delivering the
there.
football.
But
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football.
it took so
He's the
long for me
reason
to
I
get the
built lead.
graphics.
He's the guy that
I'm
I
like,
can trust. This
F it, I
offense
just
is
need to
built
go
around
ahead
him,
and
so I
do the
expect
first
more of
show
the
so I
same
can
here in
get
the
it under
second
my
half.
belt.
The
And
Red Raiders will move
I
the
tried
sticks.
and tried and tried
Well,
to
there we
get
go. We
him
finally see some
to,
life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the
lab
first down.
the
Gotta
camera
get more of that going moving forward, 'cause they have
app
not
with
run
me
it well.
so we could
Lining up from
get
the
both of
34
us on
first
screen,
down.
and it just never came. So I was like,
He's
I'm
gonna
just gonna do it.
pass.
I gotta do it.
Buying some time. He's got it
Oh
downfield.
wow!
For a huge
Oh
gain.
wow!
And he
Get in
breaks
there!
into the open. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the pummeling has started.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're on 35-10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A quick pass to the left. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Yeah, so
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
there's like
Movement here from the tight end.
there's 4 total shows that we're doing, I think.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's able
There's
to
the
shed
Game Day
one
show,
tackle,
which
but
is
still
Dearmon.
just a very short game.
There's Cover 3
Small game,
podcast.
I know, but again, the defense knows
Cover 3
he's gotta
show.
run the football. He's willing to run
They
the
just
football,
basically go
not just drop
talk
back and pass, make him honor the run
about
game.
things.
You got to do a lot of this.
All down at the 38
Within the league.
line and a big pickup of
There's
15
Real
yards
Talk,
there. A&M comes
where
back out
Wait
with another first
and
down.
Champ get on there and talk about a user game that happened,
Out of the gun, the
just
inside
from the
handoff,
coaching
looking for a
perspective.
crease. He's brought down, but there's
There's
a
3
flag on
shows:
the
the
field.
recruiting
Let's see which
show,
way that's gonna go.
and then there's now a 5th
So
show,
the decision has been made, and the coach will
Face
take
Talk
the
or something
penalty.
like that, Face Off or something like that. Basically a pregame
A first down for the
head-to-head
offense.
user show.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
So Premier's
The
got
officials
we got
offer the deal,
5
and the coach
shows,
accepts it.
I
They
think,
will
now.
take the penalty. The offense lining up for a first down play. Using his legs, it's Griffin. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Yeah, this coaching
Yeah.
staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm now. They're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Wyatt.
Martinez looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen
Skeet.
pass. It just never developed.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like
Yeah.
to throw it to him out on
crazy.
the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught
Come
downfield.
on, defense.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. It's 1st and 10 from the 13.
False start, offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Power football with the run.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Decline that.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. 2nd down coming up.
It's content league, so you gotta have a cam.
He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Griffin. He's brought
swear
down,
that
but
was
there's
supposed to be a
flag
middle
on the
screen or
play.
something.
Let's see if it stands. And they'll accept the penalty and push this
What was
offense
that?
backward.
Yeah, man. I like them all.
First down for this offense.
They play straight up for the most part too.
He wants to throw. Looking for the score.
Oh,
and he was
man,
trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that
We
incompletion.
actually
That
tried.
hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game.
Skeet, man, what a character.
To mix things up. See if they
Good
can maybe
guy.
confuse this
Great
QB.
guy.
Trying to get the corner. And he finds some solid
Well.
space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
The best offenses are the ones that can run the football in the red zone when the defense knows it's coming. It's hard to throw the ball down in this area of the field. They go with the toss play and they pick up a big gain.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short.
Oh, wow, I didn't even see
The
that.
end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot.
This is where I do
more
stupid
throughout the
stuff
season.
where
He's that kind of
CPU
good.
starts playing
About
better.
to kick it off after punching
It makes
it
this a
into the
game.
touchdown.
You gotta be careful.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field.
I mean,
On the
I never really
ground,
thought
it's
about
Coffee.
content. I just use the
Bang,
iPhone camera,
slithering,
man.
whatever it
My
takes to get that ball up to the 32.
this what happens in beyond.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency
I'm on
on first
stream
down,
now.
man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
How about the
Braves win a
defender
game.
being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration to stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Yeah, and that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in
I
big
use
spots.
iPhone Video Ninja.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's a pretty cool app.
We've been treated to an
Or
aerial
app,
show by these
website.
2 guys so far as you check out their numbers.
Use the camera. You can upload your own background images. Kind of like a, I wouldn't say Zoom, but
1 more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are
acts like
ready to
that.
play. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Martinez will let it fly. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10.
yeah, if it wasn't for that, I would not
He's looking to
probably
throw
be
it. Finds
on
his man.
camera.
It's McCray.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. It's in. Completed. He's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
It's a. So I use OBS, right?
Throws toward the end zone.
It didn't.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
I use OBS,
Man, that's
and
a
it
play
gives
this
me
kid has been
a
running ever since he was 7 years old at the
link
park with his best friend, throwing him
that I add on as a
right down the
browser.
field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And for a quick
Same
update,
thing
let's go to Kevin
on
Connors in the
Streamlabs.
studio.
You add it in
Week
the
in and
browser.
week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check
It gives you a what is it?
Pittsburgh has had almost no answers today, and when they have
What's
had
the link where
that
it's
other
over and over
sideline
and
has
over
changed
again?
the questions. They're trailing by 15 to West
I think.
Virginia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else
Reusable?
going on
No.
right now, and any
It's
updates,
almost like
you'll see
reusable
here.
link, but
Thanks for the
permanent.
update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and out the gate and
So you
doesn't
don't have
go
to
down until he gets to
constantly
the
put
48-yard
the link
line.
in.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
Deep
Oh.
shot to the end zone. Flags flying as
saw
the
it way
pass
too
is
late.
incomplete. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal play off the offense.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the
I
result
really
of
was gonna
that
put
play
him my
stand.
backup quarterback. See what he's like.
Line getting set on second down. The lone
But I
back's
just
got
had to
it.
fumble.
At the 35, he's loose. He showed it all there. A little looseness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of the sport.
And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Running back looking for the end zone to the left.
Bruh.
Going right back to
Get the
the
review.
ball, and this time he finds Water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
And he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns. The ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
That should be it.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Texas A&M going up tempo.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
Oh,
and
no.
he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Martinez looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. This offense has a second down play.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised. And initially, he's flushed out of the pocket. Nothing's open. And he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Gilliam. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Floating away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Line gets set, first down. Keeps the legs moving.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. And the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Using the quick game. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The defense uses their second time out of the half as they try to get their act together. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Defense has to use a timeout, and this call will be big. He's got his man, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
This might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Good timing on the quick out.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dumping the football.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. That's caught. It's Velasquez.
We gave up
And they'll
4th and
finally
20.
catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Martinez will let it fly. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Texas A&M going quickly. On 4th down, trying to find his man. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Deep down the right side. What great concentration to stay in bounds and make the catch. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Looking back on it, this game probably falls precisely into the definition of a trap game. Trap was set, sprung, and the underdogs come up with the win.
And that's why we go, you know what? I don't take your rankings. I'm not worried about your rankings. They don't matter to me. We're going to go out and beat this team. We're better than this team. A lot of times those rankings don't mean a lot to a lot of people. And you can tell it didn't mean a lot to this team, and that's why they came out and pulled the upset.
Absolutely, David. I mean, that's why you play the games. This team knew they had to come out. They were going to have to put their best foot forward in order to get the W. They did just that. They're talented. They're obviously motivated. I can't wait to see how they follow this up in their next game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
GG. I think my schedule gets hard now. User, CPU user. Oof.